500 here, 1v1 Ashes of Typhon blue side. We have Styrmovic playing a Force Commander, offensive melee, very versatile, can tank, disrupt and even support a little. Good at bashing faces into. Harry on the red side is a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights melee. This is Death Core of Krieg DLC recolored, hence all of the gas masks. Styrmovic going for some Loyalist Tactical Marines, durable and versatile heavy infantry fight range with these bolters, can get a specialized weapon in tier 2. And a Sentinel on the way for Harry, quite a large, deceptively large 1v1 map. Have power points all the way on its eastern edge and wreck points all the way on the western edge. Natural victory point for Styrmovic in the southwest, natural for Harry in the northwest, and a contested VP on this east side. Here is the Sentinel, tier 1 vehicle, can decap points but cannot cap them. Very vital in most matchups to protect Guardsmen with its stomp. Really annoying to deal with in tier 1 in the hands of a good player, which is what we have in the form of Harry, going after scouts trying to get a model loss, and he will get one if they don't retreat right now. One more burst should do it, and down that model goes. 485, 500. Very slight early VP lead for Harry. Gonna lose another model off these guys if he doesn't retreat them. There we go. Commissar Lord chasing a tactical marine squad around with his sword, also has that auto pistol getting shots off. And as you can see, one model lagging behind is the brunt of all of the attacks, and he's going to lose that model if he's not careful. Needs to retreat now. He's going to lose a model. There we go. One more hit in retreat. And Styrmovic losing a model really needlessly there. Now has double tactical marines. Really good versus Guardsmen until Katakan Devils hit the field, which I assume we are going to see from Harry. Force Commander smacking the Sentinel with his chainsword. He hasn't gone crazy. Sentinels, despite being a vehicle, only have heavy infantry armor, as you can see in the unit card there. So small arms do damage them quite badly, especially these bolters from the tactical marines if they use Kraken bolts, which they are not. And the Sentinel gets away. 447, 500, a triple for Harry. Wow. Very sneaky Guardsmen have stolen Styrmovic's natural tactical marines. Will take it back, will they? No. Understood. For the Emperor? Yeah, it's for the Emperor, take it. They cap 50% faster than any other unit in the game. Makes up for their general lack of mobility in tier 1. Styrmovic also losing this wreck point though, very annoying. Commissar now chasing scouts and takes one out with his auto pistol. This guy doing very well early on. We have a flamer for these attacks, and they are working on this node already. Very good at melting down large groups of light infantry and also taking down buildings, which might come in handy if Harry decides to put a multi-last turret up somewhere. He does have Katakan Devils now, such a dangerous tier 1 unit to say the least. Huge damage potential with those shotguns, and in melee they have power weapons in melee and have a grenade launcher for disruption, backed up by 2 Guardsman squads, both of them with their sergeant taking them up to 9 members, backing up this Sentinel. And Harry should be able to take the east side quite easily, though he might march all the way to this power here. Only one generator on it, but you need to really smack the hell out of Space Marine power whenever you can. Don't want Space Marines getting into tier 3 and getting Terminators. Scouts won't be enough to defend against this, and the multi-last turret is going up from Harry, being built by those Guardsmen. Doesn't have huge amount of range, as you can see, but does do respectable damage versus infantry. And Styrmovic might lose all of this power. Scouts, no, sorry, Marines. Thought they were going to go and decap, but looks like they're going to come and help defend the power, which is being decapped by the Sentinel. Devastators on the field for Styrmovic. Good choice, backing up those double tactical marines. Try and control those Katakans. Look how fast the Force Commander's shield went down from those Katakan Devil shotguns. Wow. Last turret being repaired, doubly repaired, but it will go down to that flame of flamers doing so much damage to buildings. Here come Katakans. have lost one model. Can he get another? Forcing melee on retreats. And does take another model. Commodore Lord meanwhile capping the Eastern VP. 393,500. Force Commander with that Iron Halo you saw just then will most likely get the Thunderhammer in tier 2, I would think. Needs to retake this power. Devastators on the field with their heavy bolter. Set up team that will suppress infantry. Can change that weapon in tier 2. Tactical Marine Flamers going after generators. Harry trying to stop it with a flare, but Sturmovik getting right up close to those generators, so the flare not making much difference. Is forced off though, and Harry rebuilds all of the gens he lost. Scouts, I think they want to try and decap stuff, need to run away. Getting chased by a Sentinel and Commissar. Really need to run away, there we go. Sturmovik rebuilding his power, has one gen up. This will most likely be it for both players. Will go into tier 2 with this. Depends how Sturmovik can deal with his Katakans. If he has a lot of trouble, we might see double Devastators. Force Commander going in with his shield. It's risky. Katakans in melee will take down a level 1 Force Commander. He does have that shield though. Here comes the Sentinel, is going to stomp in his face. Nope. Tactical Marines backing off. Force Commander now needs to be very careful. Now goes after the Guardsman. Much easier target than Katakan Devils, and takes one down with his chainsword. 321, 500, triple cap for Harry. Building up a huge VP lead here. And look at this, Sturmovik getting flamers on both of his Tactical Marines. Not very often you see that. Can he decap before he gets bludgeoned? He's going to try it. Here come Katakans though. And look at the damage those shotguns do. He's going to lose a model. There we go. They did decap and now need to retreat. Nope, they're going to fall back to this Devastator. Nicely set up. Suppresses the Katakans, and they do lose a model to that quick squirt of Prometheum from that flamer. 266, 500 now, a double cap for Harry. He has both of the naturals. Triple gens up for Sturmovik now. I think Harry wants to put more pressure on that if he can. And look at this, Sturmovik getting Assault Marines on the field of very, very, very heavy tier 1. Wow. Double Flamers, Iron Halo, Devastators, and now Assault Marines. That's well over 100 power, 120 or so. Nothing wrong, of course, with spending that much power in tier 1, but you've got to make it count with pressure and map control in tier 1. Assault Marines, jump troops, very good at disrupting infantry with their landing. There we go. Fight melee with bolt pistols and chainswords. Can become a bit more offensive in tier 2 when they can get their sergeant. 204, 500, now a 2-to-1 cap for Harry. Assault Marines get away without losses, which is good for Sturmovik. Very expensive to reinforce those guys. And Force Commander able to retreat without loss. Still level 1. Commissar Lord has done a fair bit better, is now level 2. And gets Stubbornness, fantastic accessory, as you can see, buffing damage and health regen if he's surrounded by his men. Scouts being sneaky and decapping Harry's natural VP. And finally, Sturmovik's going to get a 2-to-1 and get some VPs back off Harry's counter. There we go. Harry is already tier 2, Sturmovik nowhere near even going to tier 2. Devastators need to try and push up a little bit to at least cover this VP, I think. We do have improvised explosives though from the Katakans. That's from their demo man, and they already have their sergeant who gives them a melter gun, so they can now soft counter vehicles. Here come Tax. Katakans now infiltrated since they're idle, and they're going to get a nasty surprise when these Katakans turn around. There we go. Using the grenade launcher on the Devastators, he's going to close from melee. He's not, he's turning to melee attacks and might finish off that squad. Almost does. was the choice Harry made. He could have tied up these Devastators or tried to turn around and take out the tax. He went for the tax, but now cannot cap that VP. 189478. Commissar Lord runs away. Harry has a single. Tactical Marines capping their natural back. Also needs to cap this wreck point back. Nobody even bothering to cap the central power. It's so difficult to defend that thing. Harry has triple and one generator hit. Sturmovik still yet to go tier 2 with this extremely heavy tier 1. Stomp on those assault marines. Sentinels should back off now, I think. As we see there, Harry using the Commissar leader to stop that retreat with a execution. Here come Katakans and assault marines. Get the picture and run the hell away. 182, 453, a nasty improvised explosive, blowing the crap out of these scouts, losing 2 models, losing 3 models. Only the sergeant remains, but he does get away. Commissar Lord cannot run into a Devastator even with stubbornness. All Reliable disrupts it. That's why that grenade launcher has such huge range, because it's designed to disrupt setup teams as well. Now they get too close though. There's the shotgun blast, and Devastators need to retreat in the end. 182, 427. Harry can take the east side, but he's lost his natural again. He's not really looking after this thing, is he? Has his rec point decapped. Sturmovik doing a much better job splitting his forces up here. And Harry now has stormtroopers on the way. Should get some Ogrins out, I think. Katakans get away with 4 models. Commissar Lord now going after the assault marines, trying to keep them disrupted with special attacks. There's a very nice stomp. Shotguns on the scouts. There's a fragmentation grenade. Boom. Only took out 2 models. Assault marines now closing for melee. And look at this. Commissar Lord has a power fist. Doesn't have any abilities. Just a straight up DPS heavy melee weapon. Could get the Fist of Brockers, of course, but that's a bit more expensive. Also has the Flak Jacket Inspired Terror. Pretty bad news for Space Marines. Will take out a model. Triple cap for Sturmovik. Look at this. 182, 352. Force Commander has gone for the Thunderhammer and Artificer. Harry now harassing power. Takes out all of the gens. Sturmovik is now tier 2. There is a flare again, reducing the range of all of this stuff. And with flamers, that really reduces their range. Marine goes down to that power fist. Here comes the Force Commander. Boom. Splash damage against those guardsmen. Unable to kite away because of the Devastator, and they retreat. Stomp on cooldown, so he cannot try and stop this guy. Doesn't want to fight the Commissar Lord 1v1 though with a power fist. And will just about get away here. One more hit might have taken him down. Here come double tacks, both with a model missing. Assault Marines have their sergeant, gives them a power sword. And he's now getting thunder and lightning, gives them a melter bomb and blind grenades. Scouts being sneaky and will decap Harry's natural yet again. Might even be able to cap it, but we do have stormtroopers here with their hotshot las guns. Harry has not noticed. They get shotgun to the face and retreats. Harry will now come and try and defend. Looks like he has plasma guns on these guardsmen. Should probably get it for both of them. He's got quite a lot of resources here, Harry. Can pick and choose what he gets. Probably waiting for what Sturmovik goes for. I think he should go for a Librarian. Maybe a Razorback, if he can keep it away from this Commissar Lord in a way. 163, 293. It's tier 3 for Harry. Is that a risk? He doesn't really have anything that's especially durable on the field apart from his Commissar Lord. I would have gone for some Ogrins to really try and shore it up in tier 2. Guardsmen don't want to tangle with the Force Commander and run away. 150, 293. It's a 2-to-1 for Harry. Librarian is on the way for Sturmovik. Sentinel surviving to tier 2 then, level 2.5 as well. Might want to give this thing a missile launcher. Assault Marines jumping and decapping the Eastern VP. These must be assault kit stormtroopers, overcharged now. Hotshot las guns, and look at the damage they do to these Assault Marines. Now come the Commissar Lord and takes out a model. Ouch. Plasma gun guardsman now taking a few pops. Librarian hits the field for Sturmovik. Subcommander for Space Marines. Really nice support abilities and starts with a nasty smite. Decent in melee too with that Force Sword, which does power melee damage. And he's going to smite these guardsmen in the face, I think. Or not. Or maybe he will. Using quickening, and there is the smite. Almost wipes that squad. Cannot get into melee though, being chased by a Commissar Lord, who's really quite scary with stubbornness and that power fist. 135293. It's a 1-to-1. East side is uncapped. Guardsman losing models down to 3 here. Looks like he used execute to stop them running away. Here comes Sturmovik. Commissar Lord running into huge amounts of trouble. He's going to lose his commander here. Overextended, just forgot what he was getting into, I think, for a second. Those really understrength guardsmen being used to cap. And Katakhan's capping mid. Finally, someone capping this power point. No, not even bothering.
We shall make it so.
132293 guardsmen. These guys do not have plasma guns. Will try and decap Sturmovik's natural. Harry going for a triple hit. He is tier 3 and is getting a Lehman Russ. Here comes the Force Commander. Will meet a Sentinel. Tactical Marine with Flamer. Absolutely owning these guardsmen. If they don't have plasma guns, there's not much they can do to Tactical Marines. And almost loses the entire squad. They will, of course, reinforce 3 at a time with Sergeant and Commissar, so I don't think Harry is too bothered about them bleeding. Sentinel goes down finally. Did pretty well though. Force Commander now decapping the east side. Harry just losing focus of his Sentinel for a second there. Katakhan's in behind enemy lines, need to retreat through a lot of stuff. No. Yes. Where are they retreating? They're going through the middle. Lucky them. Might have got a nasty retreat grenade if they retreated that way. Lehman Russ on the field. Really nice battle tank for Imperial Guard. As you can see, starting off with 900 hit points. Has heavy bolters on the sponsons sides. Las cannon coming out the front and the main battle cannon. 103268. Sturmovik has a triple cap.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Guardsman running away from Harry's natural. Tactical Marines guarding it. Commissar Lord capping the east side though. Las cannon on the Devastators now. Really nice anti-vehicle weapon. Also snares vehicles. Not much use though versus infantry. Here come Assault Marines. Can they get a melter bomb off on the Lehman Russ? I don't think they have the energy to do so. There goes a grenade. Dodged by Harry. And Assault Marines retreat before they lose a model. Might still lose a model. Here comes the Commissar Lord. But he can't get a hit off, I don't think. 103220, a 2-to-1 for Sturmovik. Managing to defend Harry's natural for quite a while there. Putting a little bit of VP pressure on Harry. He still has over 100 VP lead. And will now take back his natural for a 2-to-1. Or will he? Here comes the Force Commander. What level is this guy now? He's still only level 2. Commissar Lord almost level 4 and is getting Emperor's Wrath. Really nice accessory. I think it's like 260 or something. It's really expensive. We can wipe squads quite easily. Force Commander under a lot of pressure. Knocked down by the Commissar Lord. And is now in a bit of trouble. Manages to retreat the correct way. And should get away fine. And managed to delay this being capped, which was good. Tactical Marines now capping. Nice and quickly. And will easily be able to finish it. Level 2, these guys now have a missile launcher. Has he got missile launchers for both? No, these guys still have a flamer. We do have a plasma cannon though for Sturmovik. And he must be, yes, look at that, 96 pop. He's almost at his pop cap, pretty much. Can't get anything else unless he loses units. Plasma cannon doing ridiculous damage to those guardsmen. Really nice artillery, doesn't cost any power. Sets up good range, and guardsmen run the hell away. Katakan is using their grenade launcher, but they disrupt the las cannon, not the plasma. And they get hit by the plasma afterwards. And somehow have 4 models with 154 health. That's Katakan Devils for you. 103, 177. Leman Russ backing off mid. So far, not much pressure on this thing. They shall know no fear, used by the Tactical Marines, making them really, really sturdy. That's an ability that the Sergeant gives them. Is charged by taking damage. Force Commander in amongst things. Commodore Lord is there though. I've lost the indicator for him. Tax will lose a model, and they do lose a model. Ogryn's now on the way for Harry. That's another flare. Force Commander can't do much versus the Leman Russ with the Thunderhammer. Instead goes after the Guardsman and explodes 2 with his first hit and 1 with his second. Can he get a retreat hit? No. Now goes after the Stormtroopers. Boom. Give you 14 red these things for taking them out. Boom. That was the Sergeant for 14 red. Normal model gave him 10. Scouts need to run away. There's a grenade. Took out 1 model. No, he got back up. Unbelievable. Who is that guy? Here come the Assault Marines. You really don't want to fight these guys, especially if they get a merciless strike off. Harry backs them off and they lose a bunch of models in the process, but here come Ogryn's for Harry. Really nice line breaker and offensive melee unit for Imperial Guard. Do heavy melee damage, so they will smack anything pretty good. 103, 172. East is blue and Sturmovik has a 2-to-1. He's done a really good job pressuring Harry's natural in this game. You see Stormtroopers, 3 models remaining, are going to pressure Sturmovik's natural. These guys are still level 1. Ogryn's coming to the east side. Have a plasma cannon waiting for him. For the range this thing has. And it's charging. Gonna hit those guardsmen, I think. No, it hits the Commissar, which does stop the cap, which is pretty much what he wanted. Las cannon can't quite hit the Leman Russ. Here come guardsmen with plasma guns. A lot of damage to the heavy armor. Plasma cannon with a full hit though. Wow, took half of their hit points, but did not take out a model. Perfectly shared damage there, and Sturmovik is finally forced off the east side by Harry, and he will take it. Look at Sturmovik though, being sneaky, sending in infiltrated scouts. Level 2 these guys. There's a grenade, dodged by the Katakans, and we see buildable cover going up from these guardsmen. As you can see, they take quite a while to put that stuff up, which is why we don't see it perhaps as much as we would. Missile launcher getting a rear armor hit on the Leman Russ, and here come the Assault Marines with a melter bomb. Finally, there we go. And Ogryn's being forced off by a whole bunch of Marines here. Wow, they got a direct hit by the missile launcher, which took out a model. And Thunderhammer is pretty much bad news for any melee squad. Has a 15% passive chance of knockback. Double tax. Wow, level 4 and level 3, these guys are tough. Leman Russ gets some extra armor now. And it's now being repaired by guardsmen. Commissar Lord went down. Here come Assault Marines. No energy for Melter Bomb, even if it was off cooldown. Don't really want to hang around Katakan Devils though. Assault Marines retreat. Katakan Devils backing off the Force Commander, sorry. They should turn and engage him. They take him down. Force Commander still chasing. Finally they turn and engage. Boom, take a big hit from the hammer, and he is persuaded to leave that fight. Tactical Marines with They Shall Know No Fear pressuring again, and he takes the east side. 56-143. Harry has lost one of his guardsman squads. Sturmovik still chasing with his Thunderhammer. Here come Ogryns. And he's finally leaving now. He's level 5. Commodus Lord is level 4. Goes down in the process of re-equipping his Stubbornness accessory. Plasma Cannon and Las Cannon set up on the east side. Can he get a good hit on his Ogryns? Not bad. Hit 2 models. Can he get a model off them before they get into melee? 56-117. Should be able to get one more hit before they get into melee range. This should hit pretty nicely and does take out a model. You see blood gushing off that guy. Here comes a Leman Russ, and Tactical Marines now taking up the fight, and he's giving these things a plasma gun. Ogryns are super heavy infantry, so they don't really like plasma weapons. Harry now taking the east side. But look at this again, Sturmovik putting pressure on his natural. We do see a explosive goes off and the Assault Marine shrugging it off there. Level 3 these guys, almost 2,000 hit points. 56-105. Commodus Lord, repurchased by Harry, now has a Manticore on the way. Sturmovik is tier 3 and he has the zeal and resources for Terminators. You might see him suicide something here so he can get the population to get Terminators. Nope, he's retreating those scouts. There's Emperor's Wrath on the Tactical Marines. They shall know no fear is not enough to save them. Wow. Now he has enough pop though to drop some Terminators. Assault Terminators hit the field from Sturmovik. Unique unit to the Force Commander. Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Thunderhammers for these guys are an anti-vehicle weapon. Melee heavy. Unlike the Force Commanders, which is a power melee weapon. It's not going after Leman Russ though, forcing off Guardsmen. These guys have now used their teleport. They cannot retreat. Super heavy infantry taking shots off the Leman Russ, and Sturmovik playing it cool and backing them off. Doesn't really want to run into Ogryns and that Commodus Lord backed up by a Leman Russ and lose Assault Terminators. Assault Marines on the other hand have lost all but one model somehow. There's a Manticore strike and a Flare Manticore on the 2 setup teams. Big hit. Wow. One model remaining in both squads, and Sturmovik might just keep, he is just going to keep them here. 56-46. He has a 2-to-1, desperately trying to defend this VP, and he has scouts decapping Harry's natural. Harry not noticing or doesn't think that explosive is worth detonating. Katakans are taking Sturmovik's natural though. Ogryns in amongst, going after Tactical Marines, but they do get away without a model loss. Being chased by Assault Terminators. Force Commander has taken that VP, or rather kept that VP, and still has the 2-to-1. Commodus Lord trying to decap it. Puts his shield up, which instantly goes back down again. Assault Terminators now go after the tank finally, and Harry has decapped that VP, but does go down in the process. Now Guardsman trying to finish the cap, but run away from the big scary Thunderhammer. Level 5 Force Commander still. Commodus Lord level 5 also. And Terminators will be able to finish the cap. There is a Manticore. Can they get a strike on those Terminators? They can. Here it is. Are they going to try and tough it out? I suppose they have to. All 4 missiles will hit. Ouch. 2 models with 386 hit points. 50-11. A single cap for Harry. Mines dropped. Harry retaking his natural, and Sturmovik will retake his natural. Is he going to set off this explosive? No. Harry obviously has his attention elsewhere. Looks like up here. Manticore has a heavy bolter on the front, which is firing at that Force Commander. Sturmovik, I think, is going to take this. He's going to take his natural and should be able to defend it. These vehicles, of course, cannot cap. Guardsman will try. There is the 2-to-1. Harry needs to decap something really, really fast. 42-7. Plasma Cannon, big shot on those Katagan Devils. Wow, can they finish off these guys finally? There's a Manticore strike on Sturmovic's natural, but he has taken it, and there is the victory. Wow. Sturmovic under so much pressure, but he did preserve his squads, has level 4 attacks. Did lose those other attacks, so that epic Emperor's Wrath from Harry, but holds on, gets Terminators, and they pretty much won it for him with their durability to take that east side. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.